Yeah. I tricked him. I told him I'll take photos with him, but this is for you actually. Actually, we are doing portrait workshops, not food photography. No. No. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ab. Today I'll be talking about something very interesting. I think all of you like food photography because we love food. The thing that got me into food photography was actually I love food. I cook, so I decided to combine both of them. I think I started cooking before I started doing photography, so maybe food got me to photography, I don't know. Anyways, I started photography in 2002. I joined Qatar Photographic Society in 2002. Unfortunately, Qatar Photography was cancelled last year. I don't know if you know or not. For budget concerns and everything. But we have started a new club in Qatar. I don't know if you have it. Some of you are members. It's called Qatar Photography Club. I'm the president of that club. We've done many workshops. Today, and thank you very much for Nikon School for arranging this. Nikon have been supporting the club for the last year. We started the club. Thank you to Salam as well for facilitating everything. Thank you to Sukari. They provide us with their food. It's a new established sweet company. Very nice dessert. You will have the chance to. I promise you. If you ask me a good question, I will give you one thing. I promise you this. Okay, so I encourage you to ask, even if you think that question is not maybe a good question, but please ask me. Okay? So it is very basic. Food photography is a beautiful thing. Okay? It's actually two-person job. But because people think of us as a superheroes, we do the work for two persons. Photography and the stars. So today I don't have food stars with me. I'll do both of them. Because as a photographer, usually you have to be good visually. So you know how to arrange things and do different stuff. And you need one of those. I'm not traveling. This is actually my props, what I use in food photography. I will show you everything I have later on. Okay? So I carry this whenever I go, because I have lots of stuff to carry with me. And I'll talk about them, where I got them, and how much they cost me, and if I can make my own as well. By the way, we have macaron as well, so we have plenty of sweets today. So I encourage everybody to ask. Lots of food. So, this is my first food photography photo. I took this maybe 10 years ago. I made a New York style cheesecake, and then I decided let me just take a picture of it. Actually, I took it with a Nikon D3. That was I think in 2009 because I bought mine in 2009. And yeah, I mean it wasn't good at all. But by the way, the colors in this screen is absolutely wrong. So if you see anything bad in here, believe me, in my screen it's way much better. I can show you. There's a big difference between my screen and that screen. That's fine. Sorry about that. So this is actually this photo. Do you hear me at the back? Is the speaker actually, is it working?
Yeah.
Okay. So this leads me into food photography. Food photography is very easy if you understand the elements, the tips that will guide you later on to this beautiful, delicious looking photo. Because what is actually food photography? It's a commercial still life kind of photography. The purpose of this photography to make the viewer or the customer to go and buy the food that you are presenting. So you have to present at its best. You cannot present just a photo. If you buy a burger, for example, from McDonald's, there is no way that it will look at the same picture as the picture you've seen on the newspaper or on their publication. Am I right? Absolutely different. We'll talk about the steps, especially for burger later on. But it's a commercial still life photography. This one shot I took a few months ago. So lighting is everything in any type of photography. Because photography depends on light. And we have two types of lights. We have artificial and natural. What do you think it's better and why?
Natural.
Why natural is better?
It's pleasing to the eye.
No, it's actually, okay.
Kind of control.
Before I answer your question, is this natural or artificial light? It's artificial light. Natural or artificial?
Natural.
Natural. Natural or artificial? Artificial. Natural or artificial?
Natural.
Artificial. Why I use artificial light more than natural light?
Because you can control it.
You can control it, it will not change. Especially in Qatar, we are talking about sunset. You know, have you heard of the blue hour? Of course you do.
Yes.
Yeah? For Qatar it's a blue minute maybe or a blue second. because light is changing very fast. So if you depend on light, for example, in that shot with the tea, with milk, current, it's actually changing very fast. So what I did a setup before when the light was harsh, when the light was nice, start taking the picture, the sun was starting going down, color was different, shadows were different, so I had to finish that. But if you have artificial, and if you understand how to use artificial light, which is very easy, extremely easy, you will manage and you will start producing those beautiful images with artificial light. I'm not talking about complicated system. I'm not talking about expensive stuff. I'm talking about speed lights, like the one I'm using today. Portable, extremely small. When you have it in your, I can put it in my pocket as well and move around. But you need a modifier with those. Modifiers are important. Those are the basics of lights. The flash is just only a source of light. If it is small, it will give you harsh light. If it is big, it will give you a soft light. You have to understand also the modifiers. Have you seen those guys before? I think the most famous one is the umbrella.
Yes.
The umbrella will give you the light everywhere. Will just spread the light everywhere. It is good if you want to mimic maybe a sunlight or if you have a large area to lit. Beauty dish will give you a softer light with darker shadows. The soft box will give you softer light with softer shadows. The hand grid will point your light more. The reflector will give you more pointed but a bit harsh light. And the snoot will give you a small dot of light. This is good for fill light. I haven't brought it with me today, but it's very, very helpful in some areas where you want to fill the shadows in small areas. You don't want to spread the light everywhere. So if you understand those, and they're very easy to understand, extremely easy to understand, that will make your life much, much, much easier. Do you have any question regarding modifiers? Very easy. I would rather actually stay away from the umbrella and do my work with the soft boxes. Those are very handy. I think I have my question.
Do you use any of those in the outdoor? The ones
Yeah,
that
of
you
course,
use?
of course. Everything is indoor, outdoor, doesn't make any difference. You mean when I use for food photography or general photography?
General outside.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've done lots of outdoor flash photography. Reflectors are extremely nice. Okay, they are very useful, very helpful, and they will reflect lots of light. Lots of food photographers will use foams, which is much cheaper. How much is it cost me? 9 riyal, I believe. It used to be 2 riyal. Now, why I do buy the thick ones? Sorry guys, because they can be stand still by themselves, so I don't have anybody to help me to hold them for me. So they're very handy. I break them usually in two, and they use them to reflect some of the light. Very cheap, very handy. Someone says, excuse me? I thought someone went macaroni cake. There is another type of modifier, which is the diffuser. It will diffuse some of the light. This is beautiful. If you depend more on natural light, because natural light sometimes is harsh, so you want to diffuse it. So you use those diffusers to diffuse some of the light to give you more of soft light. Okay? And some of them, they come in this shapes where actually they are like 4-in-1. So, or 3-in-1. So you have a silver, gold, and inside the diffuser. Very handy. Those, if you, I mean, you can do lots of food photography without artificial light using only those modifiers. Beautiful image, is it?
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Yeah? Food photography is about layers in general. You have to build up your layer. You have layer after layer, layer after layer. As you can see, layers, beautiful colors. Blue, red, and yellow everywhere. So, and this is one of the things you have to think. Whenever you do food photography as a commercial business, you have to sit and talk to the owner or to the chef. I do this a lot. I don't go start and immediately start shooting. I will go to them. What's your money? What's so special about your food? Is it traditional? We are supposed to do something traditional today, but my friend he forgot to bring what we agreed on. I will try to manage. So yeah, is it traditional? Do you need something? Is it Mexican? This is a Mexican thing. Is it classy? Is it like more of easy to get? Then I start building the idea. Then I start talking to the chef. What I need. I have to tell them what I need. Also, I'll talk about the tips. What I need. I don't need the food they are serving. I need something special for me. Now I'll talk about it. So this was done with the softbox with a reflector. Most of my setups are one light. I do softbox and I do reflector. It's very rare that I use 2 flashes or more than 2 flashes. This was actually a series of traditional drinks. Of course, Karak is not a Qatari drink, it's Indian drink. Beautiful. We all enjoy it. Here I try to add elements to the photo, and this is one of the things that we have to add to make it more pleasing to the eye. We add elements, but those elements have to be related to the photo. I bought candles, I bought biscuits, sugar, loose tea, and everything. This was natural light. This was actually yeah.
How we managed to show the steam of
the steam was photoshopped. First of all, most of the things that I shoot are cold, even the food, freezing cold. Okay. I can if I want, but I have to smoke, and I don't smoke. So I can smoke, and to straw I can start blowing to the drink. But if I can fake it, why not? Did you know? Did anybody know it was fake? Yeah. Okay, artificial light. RAW versus JPEG. Does anyone of you use JPEG? Everybody's using RAW? Show me your hand if you're using RAW. Amen. If you are using RAW, who's using JPEG? And be honest. Okay. Let's talk about RAW and JPEG in general. Okay, this is not basics, but I would love to talk about RAW and JPEG all the time. I do hate JPEG very much. They are the worst, to be honest. Why? They are compressed photos, compressed images with minimum data. So any place for adjustment will be minimum. And you know why I love Nikon very much? You know what is one of the most powerful things about Nikon camera in my mind? Where I can increase the shadows without ruining the image. Try doing this with any other camera. For example, if I go back, you see this beautiful image, this area? If this is actually, there was a shadow here. I did reflect some of them with a reflector, but to get more details, using Lightroom, I increased the shadows. If I try to do this with any other camera, this will be not pixelated, but will be noisy. If you are using RAW, you'll be able to do lots of modification to your image. If you've never tried RAW before, I try to explain it as if you go to Starbucks and you're really keen about your coffee or your cappuccino, what you drink, and you order a cup of cappuccino and they give it to you with extra caramel or with extra milk, and you want to fix that. What is the options we have? You have to return it and get another one. Exactly, this is what JPEG is fully compressed photo with everything blended, no data. There is small modification that you can do. Other than that, if you use RAW, like you are going to cappuccino, to Starbucks, and they give you everything in the tray. So RAW is a container, contains all the data you need, and you can process those data in another software later on with lots of ability to do modification, color enhancement, shadows, and lots of details. Kibish, anyone will, if you use RAW, if you use JPEG again, I don't know why, to be honest. The only thing good about JPEG that any computer can open it. And this is the only thing.
Maybe if you shoot some personal photos, you can use JPEG.
I'm talking about professional photography, I'm not talking about personal. Personal, yes. It comes. Even for me, personal, I will use RAW.
Sometimes you need to use JPEG. If you're doing long distance photos, you don't have like a camera right. 70 to 80 megabytes. There's no time.
There is time. First of all, your time lapse will not be millisecond after millisecond, right? Do you have a gap between them?
Yes.
So your camera will be able to process those images easily.
Well, I have 20 minutes of lights.
No, you will do. Believe me. Unless your camera, if you are shooting continuous, if you are shooting more than a frame per second, the only cases where you actually need JPEG if you are doing sport photography or journalism, because you don't supposed to modify those unless if you are technically, and you need to send those immediately to the bus. So they will not be able to open those raw images or modify them. So in these cases we need to. But if you are doing any professional photography, which actually you have plenty of time to do, you always want to shoot them all. And now hard disks are extremely cheap compared to what they used to be. And big in capacity. Now I think 4 terabytes is easy to find. It's not. Color balance, you need to color balance your photo. I don't know if you can see the difference. Yeah. So using RAW will give you the ability to modify your picture more and enhance those light. It's better always to get your picture right from the first time. Okay, so make sure that, especially if you are doing it in natural light. And I think most of you are doing natural light, right? So I think, yeah, you need to more worry about your white balance. Lenses. Lenses, I usually use telephotos. I use macros sometimes, but I love the 24-120. Extremely nice. It's not expensive. It's quite very good. And they give me the ability to move. Why we don't use wide angle lenses? Because food will look different. And you will include everything in the background. As you can see in this small setup, if I have a background, if I have wide angle lens, it will show the flash and everything in behind. So that's why would I use the 105 or I would use the 24-120. When I go a bit closer, you go to the macro. Props. Now those are the most important stuff. Let me switch on the light because I want to show you what's in my bag. Okay. So, first of all, there is one website called Etsy. Do you know this website? Etsy. Take a picture.